Wasn't easy. Coach, softball was understanding. I'm not going to get you in a deal, Coach Wagner. He's battling for his team. You battled for your team in the night. But batters interference, I saw this at the conference tournament one year when they called Adam Amar out or Bill Moss when he stole second base. They called interference on Amar. There's got to be an out in that situation, or else that's a play you would run a lot. You would tell your batter to move around in the box because it's not going to count against you. You just throw the runner back to where he came from.
Well, they called it backswing interference, and that's what I got to look up. I got to find out. I got to read that rule. And
you got to talk to John Ganazzo.
Yeah, and the way he explained it to me was regular batter interference is on a front swing when we're trying to throw a guy out. If the interference occurs during the swing, the batter's out and the runner goes back. In this case, the swing is finished. Mm-hmm. They got the strike, and it was on the backswing. So Phillip did a good job initiating contact. He got a good jump. I mean, Maynard got a good jump at second. He's their best runner, and we felt like after he stole in a bunt situation, the likelihood of a steal was still there. But then what you do is you revert back to Ben had real good stuff today. He was in the zone, he was down, had a good breaking ball going. We felt like play for the strikeout. Yeah, it worked out in our favor.
Ben did great for you 4 in the third innings. You got that 9-run lead in the third, and all of a sudden they put 7 on the board in the fourth. They you got that Thormeek somewhere in the fifth. And all of a sudden, you're embroiled in the battle. You would think there'd be more runs in the game after the fifth, but both bullpens able to shut down the offense.
Yeah, they're a big swing team. When they get elevated pitches, which is what we did, last night and today with everything that was above the knees, they barreled up. When it was knees and down, even Clayton, when he was down in the zone, they didn't bother him at all. The minute he started lifting and getting up a little bit, they got they don't let a lot of pitches hit the mitt. They're a big swing team, and if you find holes in those swings, the strikeout's there for you. But what I thought that was a great win for our guys to hang on and get that. That was huge.
Needed to salvage it. Marshall 20-4 in game one, and a game you're up 4-2. They get 3 in the third, and you're thinking it's going to be a tight ball game back and forth, trying to even the series up, and then their offense just rolling in. It's one of those days you don't see it a lot with the new bats anymore, but just couldn't find the outs. The wind's blowing out. Their home runs would have been out with the wind blowing out or not blowing out. They hit the ball well. It's, like you said, it's a big swing team, but it's one of those games where the snowball started rolling downhill on you. It just couldn't stop it in game one.
Couldn't stop it in game one, and we got to go back and make some adjustments pitching wise. I'm glad we're going to have a week now.
Yeah.
To get some guys, maybe a little bit of inter squad work in the middle of the week one day. To get back down in the zone, we got to get back in the bullpen and get our strings up and focus down, and then another good solid game for us defensively. We've got some injured guys. We got to check and see. I think Zerk's going to be fine. It's just a little bit of an ankle tweak. Amac we got to get checked out, and he took a slide into the side of the knee pretty hard. So
it's a situation when Zerker went down, when they slid into Zerker. There was no retaliation, no beanballs. It's a situation that could have got out of control. Fortunately, with the doubleheader today, did not get out of control. No benches cleared, nothing like that.
No, and they made the right call on the slide on Zerker. He was clearly out of the baseline. You could see the slide mark, and that was the right call on him. Amac's slide, it was a good slide. It just the feed took him towards first base. The feed took him in the line of fire, and the guy's just making a slide right in the bag, and a good feed there. If you feed that ball on the back side of the bag, you got the bag to protect you a little bit.
So you think you have Zerker back for next week, and not sure about McLean yet?
Not sure about McLean. I think Zerk's going to be okay. It's more just like an ankle sprain, just kind of tweaked it a little bit. So we just precautionary with no midweek games. You look at our lineup. We had freshmen 7, 8, 9 today, and they hung on, and those guys stood in there and battled, and it's good to have Ethan. It's good to have a good, solid backup shortstop.
Or the draft coming up. I mean, Zerk's getting his degree. I mean, you've been around enough to know likely he's probably, if he gets drafted, he's going pro. So Gross probably, with this size as a freshman, 6 foot, 193, probably I would assume, is he going to be looking at as the next shortstop or third baseman here?
We anticipate that, and he's going to go out and play summer ball this summer in the Northwoods League, which will be a great learning ground for him, and he's going to be a fine player, and he's getting some valuable experience this year.
What do you tell the team this week? Obviously, let's talk about it. Lose 2 out of 3 to Marshall. I guess the NCAA talk will get shelved. You want to play strong your last 11 games, stay up in the top half of that league, try to have momentum once you get to the conference tournament.
Yeah, you still, you want to get it. What we're playing for now is to get in the tournament with the best seeding that we can, so we get matchups that are favorable, and we got two places on the road that are tough, but they're also two places that we've played very well through the years. We've played well at Rice, we've played well at Tulane, and back to back, and then the concern is going to Tulane coming off of finals, and kind of picking and choosing this week when to jumpstart the club and get them out here and get them running around a little bit, but also letting them focus on getting ready for finals. Then we finish up with the Houston ball club that's making a challenge here at the end. So
I told you I thought they're the dark horse to be a regional bid out of this league late in the year.
Yeah, they're playing well. Coach Wagon's got them going very well, and they'll be a handful. And the good thing about that is I think a positive is we'll have a couple of midweek games coming up, after this week. So some chances to get more live at bats during the week.
All right, well, Coach, we appreciate it. Been a long day. We'll let you go, and we will see you. I guess we'll do your video show Monday or Tuesday, and we'll see you down in New Orleans Friday night.
Thanks, Jeff.